नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं न्यूज एक्सटेंशन। ABSC एनालिटिक्स की सहायक कंपनी ABSC कॉमर्सकिल ने नेफोमा के सहयोग से 6 से 15 वर्ष की आयु के स्कूली बच्चों के लिए 100% मुफ्त ABSC कॉमर्सकिल कार्यशालाएं शुरू की। मिशन की शुरुआत सितंबर 2023 में अमात्रा होम्स, ग्रेटर नोएडा वेस्ट के 4 बच्चों के साथ हुई। मुख्य कोच और ABSC एनालिटिक्स के निदेशक अनुप कुमार, जो नेफोमा के उपाध्यक्ष भी हैं, ने बच्चों के उच्चारण, सार्वजनिक बोलने की तकनीक और मंच के डर को खत्म करने पर ध्यान केंद्रित करके इस मिशन का नेतृत्व किया। नवंबर तक हमारी टीम ने अमात्रा होम्स, 14 एवेन्यू, इंदिरापुरम, बिहार, बैंगलोर आदि को कवर करते हुए 60 से अधिक छात्रों को तैयार करना शुरू कर दिया। वरिष्ठ समूह की सीख को नेफोमा और ABSC कॉमर्सकिल द्वारा आयोजित भाषण प्रतियोगिता के माध्यम से प्रदर्शित किया गया, जहां बच्चों ने होम ट्यूशन बच्चों को जीवन में निर्भर बनाता है विषय पर भाषण दिए। प्रत्येक बच्चे को उपलब्धि का प्रमाण पत्र मिला और विजेताओं को उपहार देकर सम्मानित किया गया। प्रत्येक स्कूल शिक्षा के लिए भारी शुल्क वसूलता है, लेकिन ABSC कॉमर्सकिल का विकास गायब है। बच्चे प्रभावी ढंग से संवाद करने या भीड़ को प्रभावित करने में असमर्थ है। इससे उनके करियर में निराशा पैदा होती है जब वे बोर्ड रूम या मीटिंग रूम तक पहुंचने में असमर्थ होते हैं। इसलिए ABSC कॉमर्सकिल ने नेफोमा के साथ मिलकर समुदायों में बदलाव लाने के लिए इस चुनौती को स्वीकार किया है।
We welcome the judges and our chief guest. Let me just introduce them. Let me introduce the chief guest of the event, Mr. Anup. He is the president of NGO called Nefoma. He is a person well known in NCR region, a person who is humble, down to the earth, always available for support, help, encourages the kids, and he has been very helpful to residents of Delhi NCR. So welcome Anu sir, and we are happy to have you here as our chief guest. Let me introduce the judges, and our first judge is well-known person of Amatra, very humble person, very matured, always advises the residents, the kids. So let me invite Mr. Sunil Saxena. Mr. Sunil Saxena is an MBA Finance with a rich and long experience in various multinationals in diverse sectors like energy and automobile. He has spent a lot of time in Germany before he retired and returned to India. And that is the reason why we wanted to leverage his experience and invite him to judge our little kids. And sir, I'm sure under your guidance, with your feedback, the kids will learn a lot. And the best part, he has just published his own book. It's an interesting book, even though I have not read yet, but the name of the book, The First Call for Freedom, and it is unraveling the 1857 in Lucknow, and it is, I'm sure, it will be very interesting. So we all must read this book, take time out, and it will be good. And I'm sure I'm going to introduce this during the communication skill development program. So welcome, Saxena sir. Our second member of jury is Mr. Diwakar. It is interesting how we met over a chat in a Matra group. We started, our meeting started with a conflict, and it went on for 15-20 minutes. However, what I really found good and the positive was I saw that this person has an excellent communication skill. I did not realize what the conflict is all about. I absorbed his positive quality, and that was the communication. And I had kept in my mind that whenever we have program, definitely Diwakarji, also known as Dev, is going to be part of this entire journey. So, Mr. Diwakar, welcome. And the third judge, again, the third judge is Priyanshu A. Kumar. He's just in class 12, Genesis Global School. He'll be appearing for his IB examination in May. He also happens to be the editor of the magazine, chief editor of the magazine for his school. And he also happens to be my own son. So, I wanted to invite Priyanshu as an icon, as a kid who can encourage the school-going kids to improve the communication skill development, to improve the communication skill. So development is very, very important. Before I share the objective of this entire program, it is important for us to know how this program started and why did I take this initiative. The kids go to school, they all study hard. One thing which is missing in our education system is the communication skill. We all talk, we all speak English, but what is missing is the right approach of speaking in public, right approach, speaking with the right pronunciation, and the expression. And we have hardly observed that kids can really influence a crowd. Influencing the crowd is important in the career and life. This was a trigger, and this triggered me to take this initiative. I started with 4 kids from Amatra. Today, thankfully, we have 60 plus kids who are developing themselves in the field of communication skills. We shall continue this. This effort will definitely bring results for the kids, for the parents, and definitely for all of NCR. We are expanding, we are going beyond Amatra, and very soon we'll be capturing the other societies. With this, I end my short speech, and before we start the contest, I would like Mr. Saxena to please speak a few words before we start the contest. So welcome. You can speak from there. I would love you to come to the stage.
Good morning, late. It is 12, so I can say good morning. And in any case, saying good morning the first time you meet is the norm. Even if you meet in the afternoon, I'm telling what I studied in my school. I had my education in Delhi. I passed out from my first school, Dawla Kumar Subrata Park. And okay, and then I went on to, I did my education, college education. In fact, that is something a part of my life. Which, from the school I went straight to National Defence Academy, NDA, 47 NDA, and then I went to 56 from Governor. I made Dehradun. Unfortunately, I sustained a head injury, so I did not get my commission. Came out, my father was an IAS officer, so he was posted in Hyderabad those days. So I have completed the rest of my education in Usmania University. So I am in MBA now. Then after completing my education, I entered the corporate world, multinational companies.
We were really happy to hear about your experience and the encouragement for the kids. Now I would like to invite Mr. Diwakar to the stage to speak a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Before I say anything, I must thank ABSC and Mr. Anup, not just for organizing this, but for bringing in some very enlightening and fresh air into our everyday conversations, especially the society conversation. So to be able to divert residents' attention to something more progressive and intellectual, to think of it in itself is a feat. Thank you, Anup ji, for doing this. I am sure all the kids who are around have had their share of good training in very able hands of ABSC. And I'm sure not just kids, but parents too would benefit from this, because this opens new advantages for all of us to understand the current positioning, communications positioning of our kids, and the right interventions that we may make thereafter. So thank you, Anup ji. I'll keep it very crisp, just 2 lines. Honestly, I had forgotten about that conflict we started on, I think 2 years back. But I remember clearly it was not just conflict, it was a conflict of opinion. It was never an argument. Also, why I'm here today, I think you forgot to introduce me. I'll just give 2 lines. I'm a former journalist. I've written for India's mainstream newspapers like Hindustan Times. I'm currently Senior Strategic Communications Advisor with World Bank projects and a couple of corporates. I'm an independent strategic communications expert. Thank you, Anup ji. Thank you.
I honestly thought I would be short for this night. But so my name is Priyanshu. I'm studying in Genesis Global School right now. And honestly, I believe communication is a very core part in anything we do in life. Even multinational companies, they have heads just for communication and only coordination. So right now I'm the chief editor of the schools magazine, the whole schools magazine, including CBSE and IB. And I have dealt with a lot of communication issues, and I considering most of my team consisted of younger kids below grade 9, as far as I remember. So we had to take separate classes just for their coordination to be better, and make separate teams, separate everything, and have a communication head group as like a whole another group. So I mean right now I'm going to pursue international businesses for my major, and communication is one of the things they do teach. So yeah, I am currently the entrepreneur head of my school. and I had to give a speech on the stage, and I have really bad stage fear. But that's something that you should always experience in life, having to speak on a stage. And I'm sure many of the kids here, they will also speak on the stage for one or the other position in their school, head boy, head girl, hopefully head boy and head girl. And yeah, I think communication development is a really major part in anything we do. Not only English, Hindi as well, or any other language for that matter. But yeah, thank you.
Curious, I'm quite anxious to hear a few words from two of our parents, very few words. And I would like to invite Ms. Preeti Mishra on the stage to speak a few words, because she has been very supportive, and followed by Mrs. Sarita Sharma. So just a few words. Preeti Mishra ma'am, please. You can take the mic over. You can take the mic and speak from there.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Preeti Mishra. Thank you all the judges to come here. And thank you Anup Bhaiya to praise our kids so much. Thanks a lot.
Good morning to all of you. Right now, I stand here as a mother of Narayani and Bhavya. They are taking communication skill trainings via Anup sir. I am very happy and grateful that I found a person near to my home, because of most of the things persons found that all things should be, that metro station that should be near to my house, bus stand that should be near to my house, the best school should be near to my house. So in this sequence I am very happy that I got the person who can improve and who improved my children's communication skills and make them better, Mr. Anup Kumar, in our society. Definitely, I can see changes in my kids, and I'm really happy and thankful to Anup ji. Thank you.
Topic which we all are aware of. Home tuition makes a child dependent in life. Home or a private tuition makes a child dependent in life. This speech or this message being conveyed by our kids to the society, to the communities, and foremost for themselves first. If they're trying to convey a message to the society, they must follow this. And I'm their mentor for next 6, 7, 8 months, 1 year, and I'll ensure they become independent. They develop the skill of learning their lessons conceptually rather than becoming dependent on home tuitions. So this elocution being judged by 3 members have different parameters, and the kids, the best part is the kids have written their own speech. They have prepared their speeches. They recorded, re-recorded, corrected, accepted the feedback, and it is not a matter of winning or losing a contest. It is a matter of participating with 100% effort. So let's clap for our kids who are going to present their speeches on a public platform, and we must encourage them and we must motivate them. We must motivate all our kids. So here we start with the contest.
Itself, quoted by John David. A good day, members of jury, our teachers, our parents, my dear friends, and finally, our co-contestants. I, Avika Mishra, start here on a delightful day on a topic, home tuition makes a child dependent. With the help of the speech, I would try to convince you all between the study done by home tuition and the study done by ourselves. Everything has a positive and a negative aspect. So let's begin with the speech. The first reason is that tuition classes have become a trend. Parents feel that sending their kids to these classes is going to help them to achieve higher marks in future. But they do not realize that these classes are giving them spoon-feeding knowledge. A long day at school and then tuition classes crams child's brain, leaving no space for their self-study and extracurriculum activities. Practically, tuition classes are waste of time. So, it's better that when children come from school, they should revise instead of going to tuition classes and getting lots of homework from it. Parents are paying a huge amount of school fees every month. School should provide everything, but either children are not focusing on their studies and need a tuition teacher, or teachers are not focusing on each child. Third question comes, who has a professional training, a school teacher or a tuition teacher? Often, tuition teacher does not have training like a school teacher has. However, there are also some positive sides of a home tuition. Some of them are, it has a personalized learning experience, it creates healthy and positive learning environment, it improves our self-esteem and confidence, it promotes our self-discovery, and last but not the least, it improves our social skills. But nothing in the world is perfect. The positive comes to negative as well. Few other negative sides of a home tuition, which are, it gives burden on child by giving homework from their sides as well. It has a lack of practice-based study, as a tuition teacher can clear the concept for one time only, and when the examination comes closer, a child needs to pull an all-nighter to study for the exam. A little about the private market tutoring in India was estimated to be $16 billion in 2017. It has grown at a rate of 30 to 35% in last few years. In today's time, 8 out of 10 children prefer home tuition, but this is not good for them. Tips that your child would not need a home tuition are, make your concepts clear, make a schedule before you start studying, study in stages and take a short break. And after that, I'm sure that your child would never ever need a tuition teacher. Tuition classes are good, but not without its limitations. Thank you for giving me your valuable time and listening to my speech. Have a joyous day. Thank you once again. Thank you.
And a future that is bright. Some will think a burden where others see a gift. The key to moving forward and to give your life a lift. If the schools are not your calling, look beyond the door. The world can be a teacher. Many adventures are in store. As long as you are learning, your education grows. That will lead to contributions as you share the things you know. Greetings to honorable members of jury, teachers, parents, my dear friends, and finally all my co-contestants. I, Himani Baluni, stand here before you all on this delightful day to deliberate upon an intriguing topic, how home tuition kills your instinct and makes you dependent forever. So, with the help of this speech, I will be trying to persuade you all to understand the barrier between creating dependency among children and polishing a child's skills. Because if tuitions are not used in limitations, it can have the negative effect as well. And as Stephen Hawking himself once said, there is nothing perfect in this universe. Perfection simply does not exist. Without imperfections, neither you nor I would ever exist. By this quotation, we can say that there is nothing perfect in this universe, and everything has their own positive and negative aspects. As we all may agree that we can get everything from A to Z delivered to our doorsteps with a mere click. Be it clothes, groceries, food, and even a tutor. A home or private tutor may seem like the perfect remedy for all struggling students, but it is not without its limitations. Most of the parents send their children to tuition or get a home tutor for various of reasons. For example, the child might need extra attention, their parents don't have time to check on their children, their exams might be approaching, they might be too afraid to ask the teacher their doubts, and other list goes on. Did you notice something odd in these reasons? These activities should be done by the school. That is why parents pay fees, am I right? But as most of the schools do not pay attention to the students who need extra attention, those students will have to go to tuition or get a home tutor. The students who are capable of acquiring knowledge themselves though, instead of reading the books at exam times, they prefer to go to tuition or get a home tutor. Well, I can be here all day talking about how home tuition makes a child dependent. So now let's move on with the financial growth of private tutoring market. Did you know that the private tutoring market in India was estimated to be $16 billion in 2017? And it has been still growing at the rate of 30 to 35%. The private tutoring market was valued at $57.92 billion in 2023, and it is estimated to reach $23.73 billion by 2030. Isn't that astonishing? Now, by this information, we can see that the private tutoring market has been skyrocketing. Now let's move on with the positive aspects of home tuition. The positive aspects of home tuition that I can list is that as we all are the most comfortable at our own house, their children have a very comfortable atmosphere to study. The children would not feel afraid because their parents can listen to the tutor teaching their child and make exceptions. The tutor would be giving full attention to the only child they're teaching, and there would be no peer pressure. As nothing in the world is perfect, with positive comes the negative as well. The negative aspects that can develop over time in children would be that the children might start thinking that it's an obligation. Their interest would be losing as gradually as they may think that we have to do this and it's a must. The prices of home tuitions are rising as the demand for one is increasing. So my parents, my friends and all my co-contestants, it's an honor to stand before you today. Today I am going to share my views on the topic home or personal tuition makes children dependent in life. Tuition is a form of extra help. Tuition is a form of extra help that helps the student to get ahead in the study. It is also helpful for the student that are struggling in a particular subject or who want to get ahead in their life. However, there are also some limitations associated with tuition. In recent years, we have witnessed a remarkable in a number of students. The intention behind seeking extra help is noble, to excel academically and secure a promising future. However, let us pause and reflect on the consequences of this child dependency. The dependency on this form of tuition often arises from various sources. Tutors, parents, my dear friends, and finally my co-contestants. I, Kavya Chaudhary, stand before you all to introduce the amazing topic, home tuition makes the child dependent. In today's fast-paced world, home tuition has become increasingly popular. While it aims to enhance academic performance, it's important to consider its impact on our natural instincts. Excessive reliance on home tuition can hinder our ability to think independently and explore our own interests. One of the key benefits of traditional schooling is the opportunity to interact with peers and engage in collaborative learning. Home tuition, on the other hand, often isolates students and limits their exposure to diverse perspectives. However, home tuition tends to prioritize academic achievement above all else, leaving little little room for creativity and self-expression. Students may feel pressure to conform to a perfect curriculum, as nothing is perfect in this world. It breaks their natural curiosity and love for learning. This can have long-term consequences on their overall development and ability to adapt to new situations. Members of jury and parents, it's important to consider its impact on our natural instincts and to strike a balance between academic support and allowing students to explore their own interests and passions. Encouraging activities outside of the classroom, such as sports, arts, and hobbies, can help foster a well-rounded individual with a strong sense of self. Finding the balance between academic excellence and personal growth is the key to nurturing well-rounded individuals. Our brain is always having tons of thoughts which are always doubtful to us, and we never let it out. Ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. A good day. Members of jury, my teachers, parents, my dear friends, and my friends. My name is Narayani Sharma, and today I am going to present an elocution speech on topic home tuition makes students dependent. So here we go. Home tuition, often considered a valuable supplement to formal education, can unfortunately contribute to a sense of dependency in children. The comfort and familiarity within the confines of one's home may hinder the development of crucial skills that arise from independently learning experiences. Moreover, the pressures of home in tuition class might overshadow the joy of learning for some children. The stress on grades and performance can overshadow the importance of understanding and learning process, potentially stifling a child's natural curiosity and creativity. Also, the financial burden placed on parents to fund extensive tuition fees can have wider implications on family dynamics. It is crucial to consider whether this financial strain is sustainable and if it might impact the overall well-being of the family. Now, let's talk about to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education as quoted by Martin Luther King. A great day to honorable members of jury, our teachers, and dear audience members. I am delighted to stand before you today. In the next few minutes, let's explore the delicate balance between providing necessary support and unintentionally creating a dependency that could hinder children's ability to become self-directed learners. In recent times, the popularity of home tuitions has been soared, with many parents opting for personalized learning environments for their children, while the parents intend to give their child academic support through tuition learning as they are unable to give their time. It sounds convenient, isn't it? In present era of personalized learning, home tuition is very valuable accessory in India. In 2021, the global tutoring market size was USD 236 million and it is expanding till date. Learning is not just about cramming the facts and figures. It is a process of character development, ability to apply knowledge, creating confidence, etc. Private tutors can provide invaluable assistance to a child and address their individual learning needs. However, we must be aware about the fine line between support and dependence. If student becomes more dependent on private tutors, they develop a habit of dependency on them. It could hinder students' overall development crucial skills such as self-learning, problem solving, critical thinking, etc. As this industry of private tuition is expanding day by day, the demand for private tutors also increase, and it needs to increase in fees. The heavy fees drains out the life from hard-working parents, and it creates lots of tension within the family. One of the primary concerns is the possibility of the child to lose their curiosity of doing things on their own. If home tuitions, if not balanced carefully, can unawarely shift the focus to grades, sidelining the broader aspects of education that contribute to a well-rounded individual. In the conclusion, while home tuition can be a valuable tool to support students, but we must be aware about its potential to create dependency. Instead of tutors, we can figure out something like making daily planners, revision of topics, and test ourselves on our own. In case we don't understand any topics or concepts, we can ask to our class teachers and even our parents for help. I thank you all for giving me this opportunity to present my thoughts. Well, I wish you all a happy and bright day. Once again, very thank you.
All my educators, co-contestants and my dear friends. I, Priyanka Mahani from class 7 would like to express my views about the particular topic, that is home tuition makes a child dependent. In these days, the trends of attending home tuition is getting increased day by day faster. However, I am totally fed up with this type of approach. Parents opt to send their kids as they think that kids will be able to understand easily. But this is the most unpleasant way to choose education for a child, because this kills the child's dependency. Some of the few reasons are that what are the reasons behind the students are fully dependent upon home tuition. They don't feel that classroom teaching is not adequate enough. Let me say about the same. First, in fact, students don't concentrate while the teacher teaches of any subject. Second, they don't revise at home that was taught by school regularly on daily basis or weekly basis. Third, the student does not even ask the teacher whenever he or she is not able to understand due to inferiority complex or fear. Fourth, other reason may be the teacher does not teach well and do not keep any question and answer sessions. Fifth, child is not going to home tuition, but due to parents are forcing him, although he or she is self-confident to manage on own. Sixth, cost factor also affects in case of kid belongs to poor family and he or she
Speech about the topic home tuition makes a child dependent. Certainly, there are some additional factors that may make a child dependent for home tuition. First, reinforcement of learning. Tuition classes can serve as a means reinforcing what is taught in a school or college. Some students may find that classrooms instructions are not alone sufficient for them to fully grasp or retain the material. Tuition classes can provide as an extra support to learn what is taught in school for clarifications of doubts and etc. Second, individual attention. In school or college, teachers have to cater a large number of students, but in tuition classes, there are smaller sizes of groups and one-on-one interactions can be done in tuition classes easily. The students who need one-on-one interaction with teacher may also prefer tuition classes or personalized tuition. Third point, exam preparation. Tuition classes also focus on exam preparation by different strategies and techniques. For example, they offer mock exams, practice worksheets, guidance on exam-taking skills. Fourth one, supplementing with subjects. Students may face challenges in specific subjects or topic and may find it beneficial to seek help from their tuition classes, which can provide support in these bigger areas. Fifth, parental expectation and pressure. Parents expect more marks from students in specific subjects. This pressure can lead the students to seek additional support through future classes and meet or exceed their parental expectations.
The educators, teachers, parents, friends, and my co-contestants. I am Vidisha, class 5th. So today we are talking about home tuition characteristics. So most of the students are dependent on home tuition. Why? Because most of the parents are forcing students to join the tuition. If students are not paying attention on the classes, that's why parents are forcing to join. The very fact that not all students need, but some will do, to bring a shade of doubts on their strength. Students may slowly develop a feeling of being inferior as their friends do not go anywhere for their help. This led to a low self-esteem and ambition in students. Low ambition is the worst quality of students have. During private tuition, child may not get any technical education, do not get any technical education like in school. And in private tuition, teacher also not may at times and so may lack in consistency. The most important question is, it is necessary to join a tuition, or it is necessary to study by yourself? The answer is that you can study by yourself. If there is weak students, they can join. If it's very nice students in study, they can study by themselves. I don't know why some teachers are not paying attention like in local schools. If we talk about in country Africa, there are no tuitions. Why not in India? Why not in India? The answer is that most of the teachers are not paying attention in the classes. They have a lot of work. I am just requesting you to avoid the tuition and study by yourself. If you have any doubt, ask to
Now I would like to invite Satyana sir. And the prize goes to Nishant Singh. I think he has left for a cricket match or something. So someone on his behalf can collect the prize. Aditya, please collect it on behalf of Nishant Singh. The next prize, sir. The next prize, the consolation prize, goes to Kavya Chaudhary.